The driver managed to stop at the last second with a little bit of help from the magic hand of the passenger in the van. That moment when a huge humpback whale jumps into your boat but misses it by some miracle. The motorcycle driver was lucky to stay balanced, but hopefully he knows now that he shouldn't do this in the future. Due to an earthquake in Croatia, a whole roof fell down onto the road. That driver must have had a trunk full of four-leaf clovers. The bus carrying passengers nearly fell down a cliff due to a narrow road. If you could even call it a road. Respect to the driver. And this guy could have seriously injured himself, and yet he escaped without a scratch. While I missed the garbage can a couple of feet away from me, this guy scores into a moving garbage can from the second-story window without looking. And this worker should celebrate this day as a second birthday. This guy found the perfect place for a somersault to test his luck.
This nigga, oh! Oh!
But seriously, what was he thinking? When your bowling level is 0, but your luck is off the charts. While you may think playing this game is futile, this person won 12 iPhones. Something tells me they won't let him close to this machine ever again. This guy accidentally did the best trick of his life. This guy slowed down because he was distracted by his phone, when suddenly… Unfortunately, you can't see the facial expressions of the boaters who nearly had a plane crash into them. To stay alive and to capture such footage, that's double the amount of luck. And now you can see an SUV stuck on the train tracks and not able to move. He was able to get some assistance, and look what happens. A massive boulder nearly injured the passengers during a 6.1 magnitude earthquake in Taroko Gorge, Taiwan. Just imagine what would have happened if the driver didn't stop for a few seconds. And what have you got to say about this kind of luck? It's definitely like success times 4, or maybe even magic.
Magic.
This guy just saved the party.
Michi!
Das ist kaputt.
Ich hab's auf Video!
With a pilot like this, it's best not to fly if you have a weak vestibular system. This guy should be cast in the new Fast and Furious movie. He managed to dodge the cows and continue with his race. And surfer Francisco Porchela used his fall to his advantage and conquered one of the heaviest waves in the world. We couldn't show you the next moment if he jumped 1 second later. When you turn on the left indicator light but change your mind. The bus driver should change his job to being a race driver. In this case, the pilot made a huge mistake. At one point, the plane turns 180 degrees and flies right towards this tandem. Both the skydivers and the pilot were very lucky, and the plane didn't actually get them. Check it out. First, an avalanche of dirt descends on this car, and a second later, a huge rock is flying down. You probably remember the spectacular scenes from the Matrix movie. Turns out, Neo has competition. This girl on a bike, it appears, was born under a lucky star, which we can't say about the careless driver. His reckoning has come. Better get out of there, dude.
Just shut up! Shut up!
What do you think? Is this fake or not? Whoa, hang on. Are we allowed to do this? Oh, thug life. The moment captured here is no less lucky. This excavator's work caused a huge rock to fly right towards a car. Apparently, the driver confused the reverse gear with the car horn. A short tale of two cyclists that didn't crash into one another. Check out these amazing jumps into a pit. This guy is clearly very good at estimating distance. And this is the longest relay in history, but they succeeded in the end. And this animal rights activist is dancing next to a herd of 15-foot tiger sharks to express her protest against their destruction. She didn't have any special safety equipment, but she was absolutely fine. The driver is clearly a pro, but the place he chooses for turning around is, how do I put this gently, not ideal. This plane sustained serious damage to the chassis upon landing and nearly crashed into people. The pilot was all right though, but I can't say the same about the aircraft. These two players had a sweet special moment. A Bundesliga game show turned into a circus performance. When you want to throw out some garbage, but you can't be asked to bend down. I wonder if that's how he fixes all devices.